Hello, Amanda.
Hey, Wendy.
Welcome, everybody, to Coffee Talk Moms. And today we have our guest, which is the second guy, right? We've had one guy. This is our second guy on the show today, Scotty Lindsey, a.k.a. Hard Bodies. Welcome, Scotty.
Hey, what's going on, Wendy and Amanda?
So who is Scotty Lindsey? Tell our moms who you are.
So basically, who is Scotty Lindsey? You want to know as far as detail, as far as where I'm from, background. What do you actually want to know about Scotty Lindsey?
Everything.
So basically, Scotty is a Houston native. I grew up in Houston, Texas. I got a scholarship to play football at Stephen F. Austin. I then pursued a professional football career for like 7 years before returning back to Houston. What got me into the fitness industry, when I came home in 2007, my sister was diagnosed with high blood pressure. Okay. And since I had a lot of time on my hand at the time, I really dedicated a lot of time to help her lose weight because I'm so anti-medication. Mm-hmm. So basically, throughout 2 months, man, long story short, I helped her lose like 20 pounds. And I was really just captivated by the sedentary type lifestyle. I used to train athletes as well when I was actually in Atlanta. But I think I was more captivated to actually just training people that actually had 9-to-5 jobs, because I think those are the ones that was neglected at the time because everybody was so focused on the athletes and want to be around athletes. I think that these are the people that really need attention, are the ones that have 9-to-5 jobs, and moms, of course, and dads, and, you know, just have a 9-to-5 job. So I really just dedicated my time to that. Over like a 5 to 10-year period, I really just built up a high clientele in the Houston area. I'm really known in the Houston area. Hard Body Scotty, of course, baby, let's see. Everybody know me around. And I just, got a reputation as far as Hard Body Scotty, trained with Hard Body Scotty. And I think my reputation just grew. And over the years, man, I just, I did a lot, man, from Nike to Adidas to modeling to write books, basically all the above. So everything I have accomplished thus far in my life, man, I've been thankful and grateful for.
Yeah. So you're a model and an author and an actor?
I am.
Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, what movies have you been in?
Well, actually, I did a lot of commercials. I have an agent. I have 2 agents, actually. And I have an agent out in Atlanta, and I have an agent out in California as well, too. I came close to like 3 Tyler Perry films. I mean, it's hard. And I tell people all the time, acting is very hard. When you think you have the deal and you're like the last 2 people being chosen, they choose the opposite person. It's kind of hard. But I have been like Adidas commercials. I've been in Nike commercials, of course. Basic stuff like that, but I haven't reached that apex level as far as the acting career as of yet, but it is coming in due time.
And we'll keep our eyes out for that, for sure.
Please do so.
So tell us about your book, Live Your Best Life Ever, 12 Steps to Success. What are these? Why did you write the book? What was the purpose of the books? And what are these 12 steps of success that you can share some of them with us today?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, I sat on different panels, man, talking about this book, but the book was written based on a lot of clients I have experienced over the years. It was based on sitting down with doctors, of course, because like I said before, I'm so anti-medication. So I want to get some insight from doctors as far as how they feel and what they look at when, individuals go into their office, and, what's the main factor that can be changed, what I came up with was some of my steps that would actually help people live their best life. The first thing was prayer. I mean, I'm very big in prayer. I hope you guys are as well, but I'm big in prayer. I think if you pray for what you want, it eventually comes to life. You know what I mean? And I think where energy goes, attention goes, energy goes, basically. And I dedicate a lot of time to prayer and just grinding each and every day. So over the years, my 12 steps has been broken down to things I believe in that will help an individual change their life. And it's not monetary type stuff. It's more internal type things. As far as how much water and how much food you should be eating. Because I think if you get more of the inside of your body in connection and sync with each other, I think everything else will float. But I think that, as far as the water was one of the chapters because I'm a health nut. Water is a big factor as far as living your best life ever, because if you don't have to consume enough water, what happens to your body is dehydrated, you can't think properly, and the list goes on. You can't flush the toxins out of your body. So I'm teaching people with these 12 steps as far as how to live their best life ever, start from an internal perspective as far as what people need to do. It goes on from spiritual, from water, from relationships to eating. I mean, and the list goes on. But I sat down with some doctors, man, of course, and I think this is one of the most important factors. I think America, especially Houston, man, is one of the most obese cities there is. And I think that when I was sitting down with these doctors, man, I think that I had a very clear insight as far as what they were saying and what they were trying to articulate to me. And basically what they were saying is that America right now is out of control because the obesity is growing, and it's growing based on individuals not having enough information to better their life. You know what I mean? I think that if you look around, we got a fast food on every corner. And why is that? I think that America don't care. America's all about a dollar bill. So I think it's up to us, these health fitness educators, to help these people understand the value of health. You know, health is wealth. And I think that if we reach out to these people and educate these people how to eat, what they should be eating each and every day, I think the world will be a better place. But right now, we don't have enough educated people to help these people. So what they're doing is they're doing things on their own. And I think that they are not, the word I'm like actually looking for, they're not engaged with their self right now. They're just doing. I think a lot of people just following trends right now as well too. So I think we just need to educate more people on health and wealth, man. And I think that health is wealth, basically.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. I really like the chapter on detox. I think that's important. And that's something that, you know, that's not really covered, you know, in mainstream society. Right. So that was really interesting. And you mentioned the sedentary lifestyle. So that brings me to the perfect question with COVID-19 and the quarantine. So many people have been, you know, homebound and stuck. And what is the impact of that? The lack of working out that's going to, you know, I guess take its toll on those who have been able to do their regular routine.
Well, what you got to understand about the body is that the body has muscle memory. I mean, the thing is that it'll bounce back pretty fast. As soon as you get to actually working out, I mean, you'll get to, you know, your muscle will recover pretty fast. But the main thing I tell people during this time is that if you have trouble eating, you know what I mean, that should be your main focus while you're locked in the house, teaching yourself and educating yourself how to eat, how many meals you should be consuming, what's good, what's bad. It's a great time to restart just educating yourself on nutrition labels, you know what I mean? Finding out exactly how many calories you should be consuming throughout the day. Some of us don't know that. So we so focused on the gym. You know, the gym is only probably like 10% of everything, believe it or not. You know what I mean?
That was one of my questions.
The gym is 10% of everything. I think a lot of people go to the gym, and I tell my clients all the time, go to the gym to stress out. Don't go to the gym to get results. The results are in the kitchen. If you can follow a set meal plan for a certain amount of time, and I'm not saying you can't deviate. You can deviate once you start getting results. But the main thing is actually educating yourself on food daily, making sure your metabolism is moving consistently. Because the thing is this here, you hear, you know, a lot of people doing the keto and all these crazy diets, looking for a fast result. And I ask people all the time, I ask you this one question: how long did it take you to gain all that weight? And most people are like, it took a long time. Well, why would you want something instantaneously to happen immediately? You know what I mean? Like, give yourself and focus more on the process of actually enjoying the process of losing weight or gaining weight, whatever you're trying to do. Just know it would take time. And I think a lot of people don't really focus too much on the process. They want stuff instantly. You know what I mean? I like the process of grinding and working hard to get results because it makes me appreciate the process. And now I have a story to tell people like yourself what it took to me to get to that actual level. And I think everybody has a story, you know what I mean? My story may be different than your story, but we all have a story, and it can affect somebody's life, you know, good or bad, regardless.
Yeah, that's awesome. So wait, I have a follow-up question about the food situation. That's the first time I've learned or understood it that way. I always thought it was you had to work out 4 or 5, 6, 7 days a week.
Right.
The metabolism up to burn off the calories. And one of the things that I have an issue with is not the working out. Because I've probably been this size most of my life. The problem for me is the eating on a regular basis and consistent. So give us an example of what do you mean when you say eating consistently? Because what we've been told is 3 main meals in between. Is that, because it just feels like I'm eating all day. And it's like, when do I stop chewing, for God's sake?
Right. Well, you got to understand this here, Wendy. You got to basically understand this here. It's broken down like this here. It's like a flower. It's like a flower. And I use this as an analogy, a metaphor all the time. A flower can't grow just for water. It needs sun, it needs water, it needs soil. You know what I mean? If it have all 3 of those components, then it reaches its full potential. So, you know, you got to ask yourself about my body. Your body can't just, you know, grow with water. It can't reach its full potential with just water. It needs water, it needs food, it needs exercise. You know what I mean? Those three components will make sure or ensure that your body reaches optimal level. So with water, what water does for the body, it hydrates your body, and 80% of your body is what? Water. What food does for the body? Food supplies your body with nutrients you need for your body to reach its optimal level. So after you work out, you got to understand this here. Your body breaks down muscle in the process of actually working out. You know what I mean? When people go to the gym and work out, your body's breaking down muscle. So how that muscle grow and repair and become stronger is what? Through what? Food. You know what I mean? So when people try to spend all these countless hours in the gym, you know what I mean? You're breaking down muscle, but you're not going home to eat. Then how would your body recover and grow? It can't. You know what I mean? So when you understand how food, you know what I mean, nutrient-dense food, I'm not just talking about food. Nutrient-dense food is basically food that's going to actually give your muscles what they need to properly grow. If you're not giving your body these nutrients and eating consistently, you got to understand, your body will not grow. You know what I mean? You're feeling lethargic. You're feeling tired all the time. That's your body saying, I need something that you're not giving me. When you break out with rashes and your skin is dark, and that's your body saying, I need something. I got a deficiency of something in my body that I'm not doing. So that's why I tell people all the time, I can go probably like a month without working out and my food be on point and I still be ripped up as hell because I know what to do. You know what I mean? I may get weaker because I haven't hit the iron, but at the end of the day, my body will still look good because I know what to do and what to eat. Nutrient-dense food supplies your body. If you watch when people don't eat, they get small and you start losing weight. That ain't because they losing weight, they losing muscle in the process. Your muscles need food to grow. If they don't have food to grow, then they just a muscle. And you think about runners. Runners run all the time. Runners got really saggy bodies, nice legs, but they look like runners. People that work out all the time, they have to have food to supply their muscle with the nutrients for that muscle to actually grow. If your muscles don't have food, it will not grow.
Awesome.
I have a question about intermittent fasting, because that's
Awesome.
like, it's, you know, you're eating for this window and then you're fasting. What is that a trend, would you say, or is that something you would recommend?
I'm glad you asked that question because I got all my clients on fasted cardio. Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this simple, simplistic, so everybody understand. All right. What you gotta understand is this. At nighttime, your body goes through a catabolic state. Some people say, what is a catabolic state? It's basically when your body breaks down all the food at nighttime and use that as energy. So when you get up in the morning time, that's your actual weight. That's what you weigh. Nothing on your stomach, it's just you. So basically what happens is when people want to lose weight, I always tell people do intermittent fasting. Why? And it's this simple. In the morning time, you have nothing on your stomach, no food, no carbs, no anything. So the first thing your body's going to actually go to for energy is what? The fat, right? Mm-hmm. So the thing is this here. When people do cardio in the evening time and they want to lose weight, your body's going to burn the carbohydrates first because carbohydrates is the first sense of energy in your body. Your body says, I got carbs available. So guess what? I'm going to use these carbs. So therefore, you have to do more cardio by 2 hours before you can touch the fat. But if you want to do less cardio and you hate cardio, do fasted cardio in the morning time. You burn more fat. You get the sugar, especially if you're pre-diabetic. You break down those glycogen levels, get that out of your body. So therefore, it decreases your chances of being a diabetic. And now you get to go into your regular eating habits. So like I tell people all the time, if you want to lose weight, just go to fasted cardio, 30 minutes in the morning time, and you'll get all the results you want, considering you comply to a meal plan and not overload on carbs. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to break down the fat. It's more fat you get coming in, you accumulate more fat. So just be cautious of how much fat you're consuming throughout the entire day, basically what it is. But fasted cardio is perfect. Intermittent fasting is perfect. We all need it. It helps detox our body. Just like an oil change in your car, you got to change the oil. Sometimes it's good to detox your body as well too, which is a perfect question. Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. That's good to know. Yeah, it's hard to know what are trends, what are fads, and you know what's good. So.
All right.
Yeah. So Scotty, with most workout facilities, some of them have opened up and some of them haven't. What are some safety tips to protect yourself and the community that you would recommend so families can feel comfortable going out into facilities or working out at their home?
Well, right now, man, if you look at the numbers, man, the numbers are actually steadily increasing. So what I tell people all the time right now, a lot of people have reached out via email. What can they actually do at home? Can they go to the park? All you need basically is yourself. I'd say you can go on YouTube and look up some push-ups and calisthenic type exercise you can actually do until these numbers actually go down. Right now, you just want to be cautious as far as when you go to the gym, honestly, man. You want to make sure you wipe down all the equipment, of course. But just those safety habits. I isolate myself a lot doing my cardio. I don't go to the parks. I do like, around my house and stuff like that. But I just try to stay, keep my distance from certain things. I mean, it's kind of hard to just be distant from everybody. But just searching workouts. I don't know everybody's fitness level, so I'm not going to tell you to do this and do that. Only you know exactly what you can and what you can't do. But just knowing, if you have back problems, you have knee problems, just knowing and looking on YouTube. YouTube and Google is great sources to actually go to look up if you have back problems and type in stuff like that. I got back problems, I can't do certain exercises. And they give you an understanding exactly what you can do and still get a productive workout. But just being aware of things you can and what you can't do, so everybody got different fitness levels, basically. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, and most recently, I always thought that virtual trainers would be kind of corny and just awkward. But most recently, you're my trainer now.
Right.
And it's actually awesome. And I'm learning, earlier before we got on the call, I was like, we need to move the time. And you were just like, why we need to move the time? And now I understand why 5 o'clock is probably the best time versus any other time. So I didn't know that.
Right.
But tell us about, I like the virtual training, first of all, guys. That is it's great. My problem was always, even though I was doing CrossFit at the local Y in the area, I would have to drop the kids off, come back to the house, and then go. And it just seems like the times just never fit because it was just always something. But with the virtual trainer, I wake up at 4:45, get a banana, an apple, do warm-ups, and then get started. And then I'm done. I'm able to get right into the kitchen and get the kids lunch ready for camp. So convenient. And I love it. So what tips or things that you would recommend with virtual trainers?
Well, like I'm big in virtual training now. I think that everybody got their own schedule, like you said before. I think a lot of people do their own thing as of right now. It gives me access. I can go out of town and I can still work via Zoom with clients and stuff like that. And I think that it's different than a DVD. It's different than just clicking on a YouTube because I still have access to talk to you as I would in person. I can still correct your form. It just gives me free access to do whatever I want to do. I can be out of the country and still Zoom you, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, I think the dinosaur training is coming to an end when you got to be in person all the time. I think a lot of people are really just catching on to the virtual training. Consider you have a great trainer like myself, Hard Body Baby, that can actually cater to your needs. Not everybody can cater to everyone's needs. I tell everybody, find someone that can actually, that specialize just as you would a doctor. Go out and find somebody that can specialize in those needs that you're actually looking for, because you got so many people that look good, in great shape, that consider themselves trainers. But some people don't have the knowledge to actually take you to the next level as far as where you're trying to go. So if you're looking for a virtual trainer, I tell everyone, make sure they're certified, make sure they're degreed in some form, make sure they have before and after pictures, because every great trainer have before and after pictures, to make sure that person or individual feel comfortable training. Because, I mean, virtual, you're spending your money, so you want to make sure it's worth every penny. But, I mean, it's basically on you. Just do your due diligence. You know what I mean? I tell everybody, do your due diligence and make sure they're a reputable type trainer if you really want a trainer.
And you're a tough trainer, by the way. Tough trainer. No slack. You don't have any slack, but you do it all, right? You do the meal plans, you do you do everything, not just the workout, but you do pretty much the full service.
Full service. I got a nutritionist that's on my team as well too. She works at the hospital. We've been working together for the last 5 or 6 years. So basically, she helps out with the meal plan. I get the ladies, men, weights, height, measurements. I send it over to her. She breaks down the meal plan, send it back to me. I send it to my client. So the meal plans they want is coming from a nutritionist. Give you a straight meal plan. They ain't cutting out no carbs, doing no keto type stuff like that. Like I tell everybody, if you're not trying to be no fitness model like myself or a ripped up man, you can actually have carbs. And I think people got that misunderstanding. I can't have carbs. I can't have carbs. It's not about not having carbs. It's what kind of carbs are you consuming and what time of the day are you consuming these carbs. You don't want to actually come home at nighttime and eat a big thing of pasta considering you're about to go to bed. Now, if you want some pasta, try to actually reverse the timing, eat it in the morning time, mid-morning, noon, and then just start, as the day go down, start focusing more on your protein and your good fats. But I mean, it's nothing wrong with carbs, man, unless you're pre-diabetic or anything like that. Carbs are totally fine, just depending on what kind of carbs you're consuming.
You know what I like too about the virtual training, such as it keeps the individual accountable as well, because you're saying you could be overseas, but so could I. And so I won't have the excuse like, oh, I couldn't go to the gym because you're right there, and I think that's great. It's just a whole new, wave of the future. So
It's awesome, man. Just keep you and your client in contact. I mean, it's just like I'm in person, but I'm not.
Right.
It's like with me personally, I have some clients in California, I have them in Canada, but I have them all over. But basically what I do is they have a certain amount of time to start, they have a certain amount of time to finish. They got to text me before and after they finish their workout. So I have a window for you guys to make sure you're working, you're not playing, you know what I mean? Because the first workout is always you and I'll make sure you go through the workout pretty fast, see how long it takes you to get through the workout. If it takes you 50, 55 minutes, so therefore I know on your own it should take you within that same time frame. If not, I know you're playing around. So at the end of the day, it's accountability, but it also teaches terminology. It's teaching you how to educate yourself. It teaches you how to be accountable for your own actions and everything like that. So it works out perfect. So it's not just me holding your hand the whole time. You're learning the terminology. You're knowing exactly what to do when you're no longer training, or when you get the results, you know exactly what to do. You know, so it's perfect, man. It's education as well too. So.
Love that. Okay. So any more questions for Scotty? Amanda?
For hard body, baby. Any more questions?
He's doing the description.
How long did that take you to learn that trick?
It's called working out, you know what I mean?
That is awesome.
Wait, women do that, Scotty? How can the women do that? Is there a Muslim?
Hey, you guys have it. I'm just following you guys' lead, you know what I mean?
Love it.
Scotty, is there anything else you want to tell our moms? I mean, this has been a great discussion, and just really learning about fitness and health is wealth, and this 12 steps, because of their books is just awesome. Essentially what you're saying is it has to start within with everything,
right?
And have the best outer.
We'll have everything linked. We'll have the book linked, and your website and all your information. Sorry, my is looking up here.
Yeah, and some demos too. We're gonna have some demos. You'll find that in the link of any workouts that Scotty has done. But last thing, Scotty. Okay, so let's say I'm a mom and I want to start working out with you. Like, what is the first step, second step? How does it work? What are my options? Are you gonna be working out with me every day as a mom virtually, or are you gonna how does it work? Like, how would you tell our moms to get started?
Well, basically, you'll reach out to me. I mean, you can go to www.scottylindsey.com and reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook, IG, send me a DM. And basically what I do is I send you a form. You fill out a form. Just fill out all the pertinent information that the form asks. And once you fill that out, I will be in contact, setting up a date that we can have a Skype or a FaceTime phone conversation. From there, we'll find out exactly your objective and subjective information that I actually need from you guys as well too. And we just go from there, because I don't know anything about you. So that's the first step that we must go through first, as far as like an interview. You getting to know me and I'm getting to know you, and we'll just go from there basically. I mean, but I can't say exactly what you should and what you should not be doing based on, a phone conversation. I need to know a little bit more history as well too. So that's basically what I do. Set up a call. We set up a call first.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you guys for listening to Coffee Talk Moms. Check out the links in the bio for Scotty workouts, demos, his book, his website, and what do you want us to discuss on our next videos? Please comment and subscribe, or go to that's a tongue tie, coffeetalkmoms.com for collection of videos and topics. Thank you guys again for watching, and bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.